I am calling you in tears and in mercy, because a miracle is very near, right before your eyes. Only the final beats of waiting remain. If you close your heart now, if you allow hesitation to cover this call, you may pass by what I have carefully and tenderly kept aside for you. I am speaking to you at this moment with the urgency of love, not to make you anxious, but to help you understand that this moment carries great meaning, and it will not stop to wait for a heart that still doubts. What is coming is not the shadow of a distant hope, nor an image that exists only in thought. It is real. It is moving. It is drawing near. It is finding its way into your life. If you open your heart now, you will realize that what I have arranged has not been random, has not been rushed, but has been woven by my wisdom long before you understood how much you needed it. Do not let this moment pass in the silence of indifference, for there are opportunities that knock only once, and they do so very softly. When they have passed, you may only then feel the regret of what you could have received. I am calling you with a compassion deeper than all the worry you have ever carried, because this door is narrow, personal, and what I have set aside for you requires your full presence. Not tomorrow, not at some other time, but right now, Shuren, while your heart can still tremble at my voice. If you feel something within you stirring, awakening, making your heart uneasy yet also warm, do not dismiss it too quickly. That is not coincidence, and it is not a passing feeling that will fade without meaning. It is me reaching toward you, like a father patiently placing his hand on the shoulder of the beloved child to remind you that you have not been forgotten. I am inviting you to remain, not to scroll past, not to ignore, not to treat lightly what is being revealed before you, for there are things that, when looked at with natural eyes, seem very simple, but when looked at with faith, reveal the sign of something far greater. Pause for a moment, listen for a moment, and let your heart receive rather than reject. If you believe, let that simple word rise from within you. Amen. For a small but sincere Amen can open the deeper chambers of faith, and that faith will keep you standing exactly where I want you to remain. I am not speaking about some distant blessing that will arrive on a vague day in the future, while you must force yourself to wait with whatever strength is left. I am speaking about this very moment, about the place where the invisible is beginning to take form in your life. There are movements that happen so quietly that you may think nothing is occurring, but in truth I have already begun to work before you noticed. I am opening ways in places you have not yet seen, arranging what you do not yet understand, gathering scattered things and turning them into a harmony that comes at the right time. Therefore, your awareness today matters greatly. If you allow your heart to close, you will not lose my love. For my love does not depend on your momentary attention, but you will miss the specific joy I have carefully kept for this appointed time. That is why I am calling you with all the gentle urgency of my heart. I do not want you afraid. I want you awake. I do not want you confused. I want you to recognize that I am drawing near, and what I am bringing is not a burden, but life, light, and a new path slowly opening before your steps. Perhaps you cannot yet see the whole picture, but I have seen the beginning and the end. Perhaps you do not yet understand every detail, but I am holding each piece, and perhaps you are still trembling because of old things. But I am preparing something sufficiently new to soothe every old wound. My beloved, do not let this moment pass like a message that drifts by and disappears. For I am speaking to you as one I have waited for a long time. I know the nights when you could not sleep peacefully, the times when you tried to smile even though your heart was heavy, the moments when you wondered whether anyone truly saw what was in you. I have seen it all. I know it all. And I have never taken my eyes off you. Even when you thought everything was most silent, I was still working in secret. I was still preparing, still shaping, still guiding you through roads you will later understand were grace, not delay. So now, when I call you, let your heart answer with a new trust. Open your heart, not because you understand everything, but because you trust the one who is speaking to you. Let that trust grow within you like a warm, bright flame, quiet, yet enduring, not showy, yet enough to light your path. And when you do that, you will realize that the miracle you have long hoped for is no longer far away. It is entering your present moment, gently yet surely, like spring arriving in a land that has long been waiting for rain. So do not turn away too quickly. Do not let your heart be pulled away from what truly belongs to you. Stay in this moment, for I am using my very presence to call you into what is good. What I am doing is not to confuse you, but to remind you that you are remembered, awaited, and loved with a love that never changes. If you take hold of this moment by faith, you will see what you once thought invisible begin to grow clear. You will see what you thought distant come very near. You will see that what I have set aside for you has not been forgotten. It is simply arriving at the right time, in the right way, and according to my wisdom. So be still within your heart for a moment. Speak a simple but certain word, and let the miracle come in like a gift, long prepared for you. You have been waiting for something to change, something to open, something to finally move after so much silence and discouragement. I have seen your unspoken prayers, the long nights when you lay still while your mind remained full of questions, the steps you kept taking even though there seemed to be no sign ahead answering back. I have seen all of it. I have seen your quiet perseverance, the way you still held on to the last fragile thread of hope, even when many times you thought you were walking across a land with no reply. And I want you to know that none of what you have gone through has been in vain. Not one sleepless night filled with worry have I forgotten. Not one time you rose up in weariness have I failed to see. Not one tear that fell has been left uncared for in my mercy. I have been working behind what your eyes could not see. I have quietly arranged every detail, connected what seemed disconnected, removed obstacles you did not even know were there, and prepared a moment that will come suddenly, yet clearly. It will not arrive as slowly as you feared. It is drawing nearer than you think. It is stepping into your life with the speed of an appointed time. Therefore, what I need from you right now is presence. Not haste, not panic, not a heart that runs after every sound around it. I need you to stop long enough to listen, still enough to recognize, and tender enough to receive what is approaching. When you are present in this moment, you will not step into it as someone caught off guard, but as someone awakened at the right time. My beloved, I do not come near to you because I am weak or because I need you to do something before I can act. I draw near to you because I love you deeply, and I do not want you to miss what I have prepared, especially for your life. There are gifts that simply need to be given, but there are also sacred moments that require your heart to respond. This is one of those moments. Your attention today is the key that opens what has long been arranged. I have planted around you small signs, gentle reminders, subtle promptings that were never random. Even this voice is not accidental. It is part of how I am drawing you back to what matters. Perhaps before you have overlooked some signs, thinking you still had plenty of time to return later. But not every moment is the same. There are doors that open only when your heart still knows how to expect. Rather than closing itself in doubt, I want you to understand that you are chosen for something beyond what simple reasoning can explain. That is why you have often felt there were deeper things within you, movements the mind could not fully grasp. There were days when you did not understand why you kept being held back in certain places, why things that seemed about to arrive were delayed, why at times you felt strangely protected, even in the middle of things that should have broken you. That was no coincidence. I set you apart with a special covering. I kept you through storms so you would not be carried away. I sheltered you in moments when you thought you were only one step away from breaking apart. I preserved you even when you did not know how you were being preserved. And now, what you have gone through will become the foundation for a clearer revelation. You did not go through those seasons only to end in obscurity. You did not walk through repeating circles of sorrow only to remain buried in the old. Everything you have experienced is leading you to a moment when what I have prepared will reveal itself. When I open it, you will not need to chase it in fear. It will come with clarity, with precision, with my mark upon it. And when that happens, you will look back and realize that not 1 minute was wasted. The moments that seemed meaningless were in fact the places where I prepared the foundation. The times you thought you were delayed were the times I was protecting you from what was not yet right. The times you felt forgotten were the times I was quietly completing the arrangement for your life. You were kept for this very moment, not later, not earlier, but exactly in the time my hand appointed. I know your mind grows tired at times from trying to understand everything. I know you have wondered why you had to go through so much in silence. I know you have many times blamed yourself for not recognizing sooner. But I want you to put down that burden. You do not need to understand everything in order to keep trusting. You do not need to decode every mystery before you can receive goodness. What I need is a heart that stays with me, eyes that follow my leading, and courage that does not retreat when dawn begins to appear. There are things I reveal only to those who wait quietly. There are things that appear only to those who do not shut their hearts to expectation. There are promises that are reached only by those who still dare to believe after many disappointments. I am bringing you to a divine appointment. Everything you have lived through is not scattered into empty space, but gathering into this moment. What once exhausted you will not have the right to rule you forever. What once made you feel lost will become proof that I always had a better path. What you cannot open yourself, I will open with my own hand. What you cannot hold by yourself, I will keep by my power. and what is coming will make you realize that I have never been silent. I have only been preparing an answer large enough to match what you have waited for through tears. So remain in this presence. Do not let the noise of fear carry your heart too far away from what is being opened before you. Do not let distraction cause you to miss the essential meaning of this hour. What is coming does not ask for a shallow glance, but for your full attention. I am not drawing you close to overwhelm you, nor to confuse you further, but to keep you steady while the door begins to shift. The very fact that you are still here, still listening, still not turning away, is a sign to me that something precious remains within you, a willingness to listen. I do not require you to understand everything immediately. I do not ask you to explain every movement by logic. I only ask you to stay near me. So when this shifting becomes clearer, you will not waver, but recognize that it was prepared long ago. My beloved, I am leading you toward a very quiet yet powerful movement. It is not loud like the world expects, but it carries the weight of holy destiny. I am drawing your attention closer not to frighten you, but to keep you safe in awareness. These moments matter more than your passing emotions can measure. There are things you could overlook and walk right past, never realizing that I had opened a road. There are things you could recognize only if you remain and listen. Seeing that I am silently unraveling an entire chain of situations that seemed impossible to break. Therefore, I want you not to miss this shift simply because old habits would rather pull you back toward what is familiar, predictable, and no longer meant for you. You are still here, and that is enough for me to know that something very precious remains in you, the willingness to listen. I do not require you to understand all things at once. I do not demand that you explain by reason everything that is happening. I only want you to walk close with me, so that when this movement unfolds more visibly, you will not be shaken, but will recognize that it had been prepared for a long time. Some changes I show you are not meant for you to sit and wait upon passively, but to walk through with the softness of faith. Some doors I open are not meant for you to rush through in panic, but to pass through with peace. Some confirmations I give are not meant to make you proud, but to let you know that you are moving in the right direction. So, keep your heart with me a little longer. My child, do not turn away while I am speaking with this very deep gentleness. Do not withdraw from what is being revealed simply because you cannot yet see the whole. Trust that something is shifting toward you quietly, but steadily, and it is carrying a clear purpose. It is not coming to pull you backward, it is coming to lift you up. It is not coming to confuse you, it is coming to set your feet upon firmer ground. It is not coming to prove randomness, it is coming to reveal my loving arrangement. You only need to remain. Listen, and let your heart align with what I am doing. Leave the rest to me, and let me lead you through it. What is meant for you does not come in confusion, does not arrive like a thin mist that vanishes quickly, but comes with a gentle, deep certainty that settles into every small corner of your soul and rests there like a promise that cannot be shaken. My beloved, you have gone through seasons where nothing seemed to have an answer. Long days when you wondered whether you were even moving in the right direction. Places where doors closed without explanation, leaving confusion and emptiness behind. There were steps forward so slow that you felt as if you were standing still. And at times, you felt you were wandering in darkness, unable to see the light ahead. But I want you to know, and truly understand deep in your heart, that no season of your life has been useless. No moment wasted in my plan. Even when you thought everything was tangled, confusing, and unfair, I was still quietly aligning all things behind what you could see. Each small detail being placed exactly where it belonged. Every time you had to slow down, there was a deeper purpose. Every road blocked was not to disappoint you, but to lead you closer to something better, something more fitting, something you could not yet see at the time. Even when you did not realize it, I was guiding you step by step, and now you are standing before a special hour, a crossing point where everything I have done in secret is about to become visible, revealed in a way you cannot ignore and cannot deny. Therefore, I want you to keep your heart focused, keep your mind awake, because this moment is not only a step forward, but the joining together of everything you have passed through into a complete and meaningful picture. Let your heart answer with a simple yes, a small but trusting agreement with what I am doing in your life. There is a reason you are still here, still listening, still feeling your heart pulled toward this presence like a gentle but irresistible force. That is not random, not a meaningless coincidence. I am touching you because your heart is still open enough, still soft enough, to receive what others may overlook or fail to notice. You have carried your faith, even though it was small, even though it was quiet, even though at times it trembled in your hands like a dying flame before the wind. But I have seen that faith. I have treasured it. I have preserved it even when you thought it was no longer strong enough. I have seen your faith even when you judged it too small, too weak, too dim to guide you. But I tell you that it is enough, and more than enough, for it has brought you to this place. That faith has held you steady, has led you through difficult days, and now it is opening something new, a movement beginning to confirm all that you have held on to sincerely. Do not take this moment lightly. Do not think it is a small thing that will pass and be forgotten, for it will not return in the same way. This is a special time, a door opening that is meant especially for you. What is coming will not begin in loudness, will not come crashing down at once in the way you might imagine. It will arrive gently, quietly, but with a clarity that cannot be mistaken once you are truly attentive and listening. It may appear as an unexpected opportunity you were not prepared for, as a clear answer to questions you have held in your heart for a long time, as a path that changes direction, yet brings you profound good in a way you did not foresee. And when it arrives, you will not feel shaken or confused. Rather, you will receive a peaceful clarity, a gentle certainty spreading through your heart. That is how you will recognize movement from me. I do not bring chaos into your life when I enter. I do not make you disoriented or confused. I bring order into what was once tangled, peace into what was once anxious, certainty in the midst of sudden change. Trust the stillness within your heart when it comes, for that stillness is not emptiness, but a delicate guidance, a quiet yet clear voice that will lead you in the right direction without needing hesitation, without needing fear. You have been asking for a sign. Sometimes, in the deepest silence of your soul, sometimes with all the emotion you could offer. There were moments you prayed with words, and moments when you could only remain silent and hope. You wondered whether I was answering, whether I was listening, whether I was truly near in a way you could understand and feel. And this is my answer to you. Clear and full of love, you are not forgotten, not delayed without meaning, not beyond my reach for even a single moment. That reply is coming, drawing nearer day by day, exactly where you need it, exactly when you need it, neither too soon nor too late. It is opening in a way that confirms every season of waiting has been valuable before me, that every tear, every prayer, every moment of patience has been seen. And when you look back, you will understand that nothing was in vain. Nothing was forgotten, because all of it has been leading you to where you were meant to belong.